Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm Sam Kirkland. Welcome to UUCP's online worship service. Our minister, Reverend Christine Dance, is away today and will be back next Sunday. So we getting to just frolic and play and have technical difficulties and stuff like that. In this time when we are physically distant, we believe it is an act of love to worship online and to be together in this way. Welcome to our worship. Welcome home. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Phoenix strives to be a spiritual community for our time, focused on diverse theological perspectives, radical inclusion, and knowing that issues of justice and equity shape everything we do, with a special awareness for those who have been historically marginalized. We welcome all of every race, class, ethnicity, immigration status, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious background, mental and physical ability and disability. We welcome your whole self, your family, into our worship as we build a community of caring, courage, and hope. I invite you to grab a chalice or a candle from your home as we recite our covenant and light our chalice together. This week, Sunshine and Reggie Watson will light our chalice, and I think JoJo's doing the filming.
Is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to share our strength and fellowship, thus do we covenant.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joseph Benesh, and I'm with Sam, leading the service today. Please let me introduce the rest of our worship team. You've seen our pianist, Mary Coda, there at the beginning. Our music director, Benji Messer, is here too. Our director of children's ministries, Katie Resendez, is away this week. Our Zoom operator doing the hard work behind the scenes is Glenn Lockwood. We love Glenn. And with Bonnie White in training. So there's Bonnie. Our chat chaplain today, keeping track of all of us, keeping us honest, is Carrie Lipschitz. That's the team for today. I do have some announcements for everybody. So our chat is open. You may have seen that pop up in your windows. You can chat with everyone or just to the panelists. That's us. Our service is automatically captioned. So if you're joining us on a phone or tablet, you should already be seeing those captions. If you're on a computer and you want to see them, you'll need to click the live transcript button at the top of your screen and then choose show subtitle. As always, we invite you to check in to UUCP on social media with the hashtag UUAnywhere. I've got a few announcements now about the life of our community. All of these announcements can be found on our weekly online newsletter called Compass. You can sign up for Compass if you want on our website, phoenixuu.org. So UU Jazz's day, UU Jazz Day at the Legislature will be virtual this year on Monday, February 15th. So that's a week from tomorrow. We are preparing for another run of supplies and donations to the Navajo Nation in early February. The need is still great. COVID is still raging there, and the snow has arrived. So our community's response to this has been nothing short of miraculous this year. Thank you to all of those for your involvement and all of those who are trying to get ready to help out. Lastly, I want to say we have lots of ongoing events and groups, some of them every week. There's a drop-in group that's just very open. There's a women's ritual group and a book discussion group. So again, you can find all of those online. Finally, we are collecting our offering virtually, just like our service. We ask you to be generous in your giving to support the mission of our beloved community. You can text UUCP to 73256, and you can donate through the website, or you can send an old-fashioned check. I still love that feel of those paper checks sometimes. For all that you give to our congregation, we are so grateful.
Song is about finding your center, the center of gravity that we breathe into, where all is still. Feel free to sing along, lyrics are in the chat. Find a stillness, hold a stillness, let the stillness carry me. Find the silence, hold the silence, let the silence carry me. In the Spirit, by the Spirit, with the Spirit giving power, I will find true harmony. Seek the essence, hold the essence, let the essence carry me. Let me flower, help me flower, watch me flower, carry me. In the Spirit, by the Spirit, with the Spirit giving power, I will find true harmony. Back to the first verse. Find a stillness, hold a stillness, let the stillness carry me. Find the silence, hold the silence, let the silence carry me. In the Spirit, by the Spirit, with the Spirit giving power, I will find true harmony. Thanks all.
What makes you feel connected to the world?
That I get to do adventures and travel.
What is important about you?
that I get some life in this world.
This is a lorarium. We pray here.
Why is it special to you?
Because we pray here to gods, and gods accept our prayer.
Can you tell me, my love, what is special to you about this room?
Play stuff.
Yeah, is this where your toys are?
Yeah. I love toys!
What's a place at home that's important to your spirit?
The swings.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. It is the time when we share our joys and sorrows of our community. Being together is good to share, to support each other, and to connect. So please write any joys or sorrows or what you want our community to know about. Please put your name at the beginning. Please put your name at the beginning so I'll know who it is. If you want it to be read privately only to me and not to be shared, please put the word private at the very beginning. Please put the word private in caps at the very beginning and send it to just the panelists so that I can hold it in my heart. While you are entering your joys and sorrows, let me mention a few in our world. The trade union movement and myself, a friend, have lost a wonderful folk singer, songwriter, and political activist this week. Sister Ann Feeney was a self-described rabble-rouser from Pennsylvania, and she died due to COVID-19 at the age of 69. Gone far too soon. So let me see what else we have. Okay, so this is from Patricia Reed. It says, I got my appointment for my second COVID shot and was able to share the method with some others. Hip, hip, hooray, Patricia. Bill Kessler and Linda, they got their, Linda, we got our second COVID shot, I think. Second dose of vaccine in T 5.45 minutes. Bob Davis. So I guess that means his is imminent. Let's see what else I got. Mike and Debbie Carr Taylor are thankful for the kind words from Gary Azale about our daughter's coat. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can stretch this out a little bit. What did I do? Okay, I was trying to, I'm sorry. Having a human moment. Mike and Debbie Carr, thankful for the kind, I can't quite see all of that. Mary McManus, a joy loving the prayer shawl from the Lay Pastoral Care Committee. It is very much appreciated. Kathy Kopic, got my first Moderna vaccine on Thursday. Have appointment for second on March 4th. Let's see.
Sam,
Yo.
May I read that note from Mike and Debbie Carr?
Would you please,
Taylor, that you're
Benji?
having trouble seeing. They say that they're very thankful for a kind note from Gary Ezel about their daughter's COVID diagnosis, and they're grateful to report that she is feeling better.
Thank you so much, Benji. I just couldn't quite get the edge of that on there because of the way I got my screen set up, trying to see everything going on at the same time. Thank you very much for that catch up. Anybody else? Okay. Well, as always, there are those joys and sorrows that are in our heart. Oh, wait a minute. Bill, okay. Emily, okay, we got Virginia. Okay, my sorrow this week is a general state strife in the country. So sad. Emily's also, that was from Virginia, from Emily Hilton Riley. I'm grateful my physical therapy is making a noticeable improvement in my symptoms. I'm no longer exhausted and the headaches are diminishing. Cool. Bill Snowden celebrates Black History Month. Check out the virtual slideshow on UUCP website under art. It was beautiful, Bill. I got a chance to check it out earlier this week. Jan Kaplan says a year ago on Super Bowl Sunday, took a nasty spill and broke my arm badly with radio nerve damage. It's still numb, but I managed to carry a case of Prosecco at Costco. Guess it's getting better. This is from Barbara Cawthorn. I also received a prayer shawl and it will be used while I'm in the hospital on Tuesday. Thank God for the prayer shawls, or thank the goddesses for the prayer shawls. From Virginia Whiting to everybody, my job this week is the alone time and contemplation time. Yes. Eric Arellano, joy, I turned 24 this week and I am grateful for another year. Yes. Okay. John Reed, joy, desert wildflowers will be blooming bunches soon. Come on now, hurry up, get them in. I'm hot. Okay, but Bunny says happy birthday to Eric. All right. And as always, there are those joys and sorrows that are either too fresh or too new or too private to share. And we keep those in our hearts and our minds at this time. Now I'd like to ask you to join me in a spirit of meditation and prayer. Center yourselves. Put your feet on the floor if you wish to settle in place, or put your feet on the edge of the bar stool if you're sitting up on a high stool. Take a few deep breaths. Amen. Blessed be, and Ashe.
Well, hello everyone. Today's service focuses on having shelter and sanctuary, how each of us has been in our own house and how important that is to have a place to live and a place to stay warm, and both physically and metaphorically, and how difficult it is to not have that, for folks who don't have that. And I'd like to share a song. It's a hymn, actually, that is the very first hymn in our hardbound hymnal. We don't sing it very often. It's A Blessing on the House. And I think it went first because it's, maybe it was the first hymn sung when you moved into a new building. It uses lyrics from a poem by the U.S. poet Louis Untermeyer. His poem was called Prayer for This House. And I pray that what it says is true for all of us. Maybe we don't all need a literal hearth to keep us warm, but we all do need to keep warm when the world grows chill. The lyrics will be in the chat, and the end of each verse repeats, or I'll repeat the end of each verse, so that'll make it, maybe that's a nice part for you to sing along with. So it goes like this. May nothing evil cross this door, and may ill fortune never pry about these windows. May the roar and rain go by. About these windows, may the roar and rain go by. Strengthened by faith, these rafters will withstand the battering of the storm. This hearth, though all the world grow chill, will keep us warm. This hearth, though all the world grow chill, will keep us warm. Peace shall walk softly through these rooms, touching our lips with holy wine, till every casual corner blooms into a shrine, till every casual corner blooms into a shrine. Laughter shall drown the raucous shout, and though these sheltering walls are thin, may they be strong to keep hate out and hold love in. May they be strong to keep hate out and hold love in.
That was incredible. Wow. May they be strong to keep hate out and to hold love in. I love this congregation. I love Benji. Love you all. Okay. Sanctuaries in and around our homes. Joseph and I would like to thank Jean, Joan, Sarah, and London, Doc, and Lauren for inviting us to take a glimpse inside their sanctuaries. I would also like to thank those folks whom I approached who expressed their discomfort at the privilege or lack thereof that this service may exacerbate and possibly spotlight. It's our sincere hope to inspire. I really hadn't thought that I would get such a humbling lesson from facilitating a service that would grant Reverend Christine a well-deserved day off. Often, that's how lesson and spirit move through us. As is often the case, our beloved congregants presented me with the chance to learn and grow, not just because of the sharing of their sanctuaries or their choice not to. I was presented with a chance to pause in the middle of my ask, which I often do quite expeditiously in order to check a box or fulfill a requirement, sort of like when my spouse really just wants to vent and is not looking for a solution from me. So no matter what our circumstances or our perspective, there might possibly be a way to enjoy our sanctuaries wherever they might be. I felt that in your response to this ask, that you built sanctuaries of knowledge, awareness, empathy, and love around me. However, let us always remember those who are homeless and try not to take the bounty and blessings that we have for granted, and to think about ways to share our abundance and expend our privilege with those subsisting and existing on so much less than many of us have. Thank you.
Arlo Guthrie said this is the last song his father ever wrote. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I ever had, that's all I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black and red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got, all I have ever known. My peace is worth 1,000 times more than anything I own. I pass my peace around and about, cross hands of every hue. I guess my peace is just about all I've got to give to you. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I ever had, that's all that I ever knew. I give my peace to green and black and red and white and blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you.
Thank you so much. Before we get to the videos, which we're going to play shortly, I just really want to second what Sam said. You know, we got a lot of responses, you know, people who are willing and not ready to share, not able. But his comment about, you know, people who don't have as much as we may have, people that might be experiencing homelessness, you know, this pandemic has shown us so much more of our humanity and our challenges in our country and our world. So I really just want to say thank you to those who were able to share their home with us in these next videos. There's a real variety, from some really, quiet moments to some people that are able to travel and make their home wherever they go. And it was a real pleasure being able to see just a little bit into our friends and our members here at the congregation. So thank you to everybody who shared their video. And with that, let's get over to the video and see a little bit of our sanctuaries in our homes.
Well, hello. Kids driving you crazy, COVID got you down, boredom eating, alcohol not working so much anymore. I'd like to talk about what I do for my sacred space and come to my friend anytime, anywhere, any place I'm feeling crazy and trapped, I come here. And then you know that everything's gonna be okay. And the days will flow on and on and on in every single way.
So hi, this is Sam Kirkland. This is a tour of my sanctuary in my home. It's the laundry room / man cave. Now I guess it's / sanctuary. It's got some multi-purpose room. All of the stuff in here just about is stuff that I picked out over the course of the time I've been here in Phoenix. Lots of pictures to remind me of, my loved ones and people that have inspired me and that I've admired over the course of my life. And part of my union stuff when I was a union organizer. It's a big part of who I am. Cards from my kids and my grandkids, and here's my collage with all my stuff for things that I've collected and places I've been, and it gives me a sense of a place, gives me a sense of peace, gives me a sense of knowing that there's a place where I can go and just settle in and relax. Most of the stuff's cast off and from Goodwill and social agencies and such. But hey, it works for me. There's my beloved annual calendar from my daughter. My daughter and son-in-law, they send a calendar with the family's pictures. I've got an incense burner over there tucked away in that beautiful glass. I guess it's like a wine bottle maybe or something. But this is where the recording gets done. This is where I have my Zoom meetings, unless it's a mutual Zoom meeting and we'll take it outside or out into the bigger part of the house. And this is a picture of my late mother, and I put this mirror over it because it reminds me when I'm looking at it, like how I admired her and looked at her when she was alive, and kind of reminds me of her. And I want to thank you for affording me the opportunity to give you this tour, and thank you very much.
Hi, This is Joan Gale, and I'm happy to share my home sanctuary with you. It was never planned this way when we moved in, but I found through time that I just naturally gravitate to this chair by the window. If I have something to think about, if I've made mistakes that I want to correct, if I just need some time out from this busy, crazy world that we live in these days. I've always enjoyed nature. It's a big part of my life. And sometimes the weather here just doesn't cooperate with getting out. I get out as much as I can, but it doesn't always work. So here, I can look outside. I can enjoy that Buddha out by our fence. That helps me relax, meditate, think through the day's events, or just recharge after some difficult times. I enjoy this lemon tree. We have 2 bird feeders hanging from it. And I don't see any birds today, but often we have, we can have up to 20 birds hanging around fighting each other for the food. And out on the back fence, which is hard to see, there was a painting of a path through the woods. That was there before we moved in. And I just love that path. It makes me think there's always a place to go. There's always something new that you can experience or adventure or create in your life. That's very helpful. Another thing about this place that I have enjoyed is that we found a painting of a wonderful place on a river with this bird. And that reminds me of my roots. I grew up by water, lakes, oceans, rivers. That's always been a lovely place for me to go. And here in the desert, I have to drive to find it. So it's nice to have it right here at home. So thanks for sharing this time with me. I'm glad I could show you what gives me comfort and hope and just a lovely place that I enjoy on days when I really need some relaxation. Take care.
I'm Sarah, and this is my sacred space. Whenever I feel overwhelmed and my head is spinning with feelings of anxiety, I come here to my yoga zone. Ta-da! Jessamine Stanley is my favorite yoga instructor, and I take after her with a very prop-heavy practice. So I've got mats, a bolster, blankets, blocks, eye pillows, and straps, all of the accoutrements for a lush practice. So one of the great things about working from home is after a tough meeting, I can come and roll out a mat and put on some Janelle Monáe or Kesha and knock out some sun salutations. I take it as a meditation exercise to focus on my breathing, note when thoughts and feelings come up, but let them pass and be in my body for just a few minutes. I'll do some pigeon pose, especially to let go of all the anger in my hips. And at the end, after a lush shavasana with the eye pillow over my eyes, I feel refreshed and human again, and ready to take on the day. But I have to be sure to put all the props back in the yoga zone, or else my toddler will play the floor is lava. So that is my sacred space.
Everyone, Joseph here, recording my sanctuary video. It's interesting because I heard people say they didn't want to record one. And I thought, why? This is such a cool project, like show off your little space. And just as I started thinking about recording it, it felt and feels so vulnerable. So thank you to those who recorded. Love to those who didn't for whatever reasons. This feels really like open, raw. I'm in my house. I share it with my brother, his wife, and my niece. And I bought this house about 4 years ago, and it's kind of my dream house, little red brick house in downtown Phoenix. And I'm gonna switch the camera around here, if I can do that. There we go. So we'll go in my room for a second, which is kind of where, you know, my sanctuary-ish space is. But I'll tell you, after my family moved in, it was a little hard because this is a small house. And what I had to do first was actually push out. I had a lot of stuff in my room. You know, I had kind of a lap desk, which I still have in there, but I was using it to work a lot. I was trying to exercise in the morning in there, you know, like during COVID. And the first thing I realized is to have that be a space, I had to get rid of stuff out in the other part of the house, which also felt uncomfortable because now my living room is a little messier. You know, I did not clean at all. A lot of my family has stuff out here, but now I have this desk, and the desk has stuff on it. And so even though this is messy and I'm not super happy about that, it's not in my room. And so that makes my room better. And that's actually where I do my yoga in the morning, most days. And I'm able to watch my little yoga videos on the TV. But what that really allowed to happen was for my room to become more of the sanctuary that I think rooms want to be. So here's my, here's my bed and my little dresser, which is cleaner because the pile of paperwork, mostly junk mail, and a few bills are out there in the living room / desk. And so then this chair right here becomes a bit more of a sanctuary space. Little reminder there, unplug when you're in here. Puppies are in there sleeping. I don't know if you can see Toy's head right there. And then the other thing I did, and this I did very, very recently, was I spent time, I had been collecting art that had swirls on it because it was kind of an easy theme. I love the desert, and then I recently kind of reorganized those. That's a little LED light in the middle there, a little swirl LED light. And so it was the very intentional get rid of stuff in the living room. So there was less clutter in here. That, even though other parts of my house are messier, made this space feel better. So it's not perfect, but it's comfortable, and I'm not working in here, which I understand and I agree is a really important thing. So I finally have a space that's a little bit more of a sanctuary. And there you go.
In San Miguel de Allende, everything is muy tranquilo. It's a way of life. So I don't really find solace in a place, I bring it. So I live right by a convenience store. Here's a machine shop with our wonderful German Shepherd. On the other side of me is a ceramic studio. And I come right in here. There's my cat, Henry, wants to know what I'm doing. And I just come through here, and there's so much noise out there, but I come right out here to my little sanctuary, and that is my patio where I sit on my computer and I smoke, and it's right out here. So I wanted to just let you see how that comes right out here. Here we go. A little bit of sun. Sky is bright blue today, keeping me company in my little terrace here. So this is where I listened to Henry and I, the knife sharpening man, the tamale truck, the fireworks, the propane truck, the machine shop, the ceramic studio. San Miguel is full of wonderful noises, roosters too. Or my skulls I just got to remind me of what's important. So this is Juan. This is Pablo. This is Jorge. This is Ricardo, better known as Gringo. And over here is Jorge Martin, the manager of the other Fab Four. This is actually my fifth place, number 5, that I've lived in the last 12 months. So I'm kind of on the go, and I may be moving again. So really home is just wherever I hang my sombrero.
Ah, what a treat to get a glimpse into the sacred parts of some of your homes. For many of our musicians, our sacred practice isn't a place. Our sacred practice is singing and playing together. And being safe during the pandemic has forced us to do that by video. Our choir has actually welcomed many singers from other congregations during this time, so we're calling it the Phoenix UU Video Choir. And that choir will lead our closing hymn, Comfort Me. We wish you all comfort. We wish you all someone to speak for you when you choose that. And yeah, feel free to sing and dance with us.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me.
Wow, that was amazing. I just got so moved by that. Sorry. So closing words. Before closing words, we invite you to coffee hour after the service. It's one of those times where we get together in a big or a couple small groups. You can actually talk to people. You can listen to people. And, we are a congregation that recognizes everybody, as you heard from Sam in the beginning. And that means both also introverts and extroverts. So feel free to join us and share and join us and just listen, whatever, your heart needs today. Those rooms are posted in the chat and they will be on the final slide. Visitors, we hope you join us. As you can tell, we're this really abrasive, hard to get along with, mean bunch. Oh, sorry, that's not what the script says. It says we're a friendly bunch. We're a friendly bunch. And before just the last couple of words, I really want to send some love out into the universe for Reverend Christine's son. His surgery is on Tuesday. So I want to make space for him and his surgery. And with that, the closing words, for me are just maybe, again, this is to kind of third, what Sam said is hopefully you all are able to find or create space in your life for your own sanctuary, whether that is pulling in, into your home or into your office or your car, or whether that's pushing out into the world and going for a walk or meeting with someone in a safe way. I just invite everyone to find that space wherever that space is, whether it's a physical space, a spiritual space, a mental space. I want that for everybody. I know we want that for everybody. So those are my thoughts on that. Please join us for coffee hour if you can and if you would like. And again, prayers for Reverend Christine Dance's son and his surgery on Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you in coffee hour.